Yeah, okay.
Zip Zorch, I'm Scott Storch.
Alright, hello and welcome to Burning the Backlog. And we saw a movie that was enjoyable, and it's called Aquaman.
That was a movie. That was, in fact, a movie.
Man, but so we're going to talk about that, and that's going to be all that we're talking about today. Oh man, was that a movie? I saw it twice. I'll say that right off the bat.
I'll definitely have to see it again.
It was definitely, like, I don't know, something, like, the first time I watched it, it wasn't as goofy. I don't know, there was, like, something about it that I took more seriously the first time I watched it, and then the second time I was like, man, this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, like...
But I loved it.
He prepped me for this movie, because I'm like, alright, what am I getting into here? It's a DC movie. Yeah, you know, they haven't had the best.
Yeah, they've been a little hit and miss.
So he's like, yeah, it's good. I'm like, all right, are we talking it's good or it's dumb but fun and ultimately enjoyable? He's like, it's not that dumb. It's not that dumb. It's actually pretty, you know. And we get there, and I'm looking at him half the movie like, motherfucker, this is some of the dumbest shit I've seen. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely fucking loving it. But that was some that's a goofy ass movie, and I adore it.
I just don't want to call it dumb. I just want to call it goofy.
Okay, there we go. It's a better, yeah.
It's goofy. You got Jason Momoa dropping into submarines with, like, the over-the-shoulder look, fucking walking through
just
steam.
Blue stealing like he's fucking...
walking through slow-mo steam, just...
Zoolander, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, doing the Zoolander look. It's wonderful.
It really is.
I don't know, it's good. I love it.
I don't know, they embrace the goofiness of comics in general.
Yeah, which
while
I think
also
is good.
not sticking to the dumber Aquaman era, you know.
Yeah, they kept it comic book
still
goofy,
make him fucking
but
badass.
still yeah, that's the thing though. Yeah, Aquaman himself is a motherfucking badass, but it's just like, yeah, the whole movie we're wondering like did they even give Jason Momoa lines? Like, they were just like, yeah, just say whatever. I mean, and that's not a bad thing at all.
I swear to God, that was the direction. He's Jason Momoa.
You know,
this is what's happening.
And it's like, yeah, because he's not like some big noble dude. He's just like some buff dude, kind of.
Yeah, he's just some guy who likes to fight.
As in, that's who Aquaman is, and his character up to that point. Yeah, he's just some guy who has crazy aqua powers. Like, he's not like Superman, like, I am mighty. He's just like, yeah, I just like can swim real fast and stuff.
He's Captain Planet if Captain Planet's power was punching you really hard.
he's just like, yeah, I swim real fast and I like punch things and like you can shoot me and it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, and so he's just a regular. He's basically just a regular dude at the beginning.
You know,
of the
he's
movie.
like talking to Ocean Master or whatever, and he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yeah.
And
he's, they're in the middle of a formal arena. Like, you know, are you prepared to die?
Yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, this whole, like, birthright, royal bloodline thing, and he's just like, man, I'm just here to fight you so I can go home. Yeah,
exactly. Or just like how he's just like, I waited my whole life to meet you. And then he's like, or what did he say? He's like, I waited my whole life to meet you, like, if only I would have known how much of a dick you would have turned out to be. Just like, okay.
I always wanted to meet you, you know. Get to know my little brother. If only I'd known what an asshole you were gonna be.
It was just like that.
Damn. Yeah. The cast is pretty fucking awesome. Jason Momoa was perfect. Who played Mara? Who was that? Was that...
her name's Amber Heard, I think. It's like Johnny Depp's ex-girlfriend / wife.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, she was good.
She was like, I mean, I thought she was decent, but I thought she could have been better. Her performance could have been better.
Yeah, they didn't give her much to do.
Yeah, she was just kind of like, I got the... I mean, her powers were cool and shit. Her character's cool.
No, she was fun.
She's got fucking water kinesis. Fucking...
She's a waterbender.
Yeah, basically. It's pretty cool, though.
The entire movie, because I can never remember his name, Patrick Wilson. The entire movie, I'm like, is that him? Is that Patrick Wilson? Is that the fucker from... is that Night Owl?
Yeah.
It was.
Night Owl and the guy from The Conjuring?
I don't know why, but whenever he shows up in a movie, I'm like, I always have to like reassure myself that that's actually him. I'm like,
oh yeah, no wonder he was in that movie because
James Wan directed it.
Yeah,
and James Wan did the
did The Conjuring and all that stuff.
Yeah, no, he's like really good friends with Patrick Wilson.
James Wan directed Furious 7? What?
He did?
Wow. That's
weird.
Damn.
Why?
He's got an interesting track record. Yeah, that's weird.
Okay.
A lot of horror movies. The Nun. Oh yeah, because The Nun's like part of like the Conjuring series or something.
Yeah, and whatever.
Whatever. I don't care.
The first two Conjurings were good.
Yeah,
but Aquaman has Patrick Wilson in it, and he was a great ocean master. He was a fun villain.
Yeah, definitely. He was good. He was very good. The effects in that movie are pretty... I mean, for the most part, like, there was just a few times I know that I was, like, kind of, like, some of the practical effects were, like, a little cheesy, kind of. I don't know.
I didn't see too
For the most part, it's like...
It was a really good-looking movie.
Yeah, on the second watch, it kind of blended better, but, I mean, just for the most part, the CG was pretty great. Like, the whole... The setting was pretty unique, I felt, especially in, like, a newer movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was very colorful, especially, like, they made it pretty colorful for being online. It was almost like... And they even did this. There's like the parts in Atlantis where it's almost like synth-wavy, like kind of like a techno type thing going on.
Yeah.
And they even play like some synthwave style music a couple times there. Just like the whole look, because there's a lot of like purple and like kind of neon kind of thing going on, and so it looks very like the background of my computer, like kind of colors. Like a lot of that, like really highlighted purples and blues and stuff. And then they even played synthwave stuff. So it's like, yeah, it's like Atlantis has like this like kind of a synthwave look to it.
Okay. Yeah, it was a very techno-futuristic look vibe.
There's a lot of cool stuff. Oh, like the hair, the underwater scenes were just really cool.
Yeah, I did like...
They made being underwater cool.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, we'll never get a good underwater level in a video game. But
hey, man, I'm just like I was like, man, we had that.
The real question: does this redeem the Aquaman video game?
That doesn't exist. I mean, it makes me hope that they could maybe try again and actually make something good. You know, like, I'm like, fuck, man, I'd love to have, like, a good Aquaman game now, especially after that fucking trash.
Battle for
like,
Atlantis.
I mean, we got a good Aquaman movie. Can we have a good game?
Right?
You know, like, oh, yes, the Aquaman game. Literally one of the worst games ever made.
I wish they had made a joke about the game in the movie.
That would have been funny. That would have been funny.
Like during the fight, it's like, this would be a great video game.
Yeah, something like that. Just anything. It would have been funny, or if just like, that wouldn't even make sense. I was gonna say if like it was on like the shelf at his dad's house or something. That wouldn't make any sense though. It just wouldn't make it
funny.
It would be funny.
But so yeah, the casting was good. The effects were beautiful. The cinematography was really good. I absolutely love that shot when they were at the trench and all the monsters fighting them.
Oh yeah, and it's just the movie just like becomes like a horror movie for like a minute
Yeah. They have the red phosphorus torch and they're diving down. It's just all that red light and you see the swarm silhouetting like above them like a
there's
tornado.
definitely some good. That's the thing. It's like the writing and stuff is pretty goofy, but just like the cinematography and everything, and the actors' performances kind of just like make it all good. Yeah, and just like how it's like not so ludicrous. It's just like.
I mean, Jason Momoa is chewing on every piece of scenery he touches, but that's just Jason Momoa.
Yeah, it's like kind of. It's
and Patrick Wilson was hamming it up too, and Willem Dafoe. Oh God, Willem Dafoe is in this, and
I wanted some more of him. I wanted more Willem. I
always want more Willem Dafoe.
Yeah,
every
definitely.
movie he's in,
and like
is made better by him.
Seeing it, I didn't even realize he was in the movie. Then I'm like, oh, this is a nice surprise.
No, Arthur. Like this. Spinning the fucking thing.
It was just like, I was like, one of those like random moments. I guess like when he ends up doing it, it was like better because it was like useful. But like when he did it, when William Dafoe does the spinny staff thing, it's just like, okay. It's just like he's like, yes, haha.
I guess he was like just showing him a basic shield technique.
Yeah, something like that. It was just kind of funny how it just like made it. It was like trying to make it like this big moment, but it was just like, your spinning water staff thing. There's some just man.
There's some ridiculous things in there. Jason Momoa the slow-mo shots of him throughout the movie, just perfect cheesecake. Just that camera lingers on him a lot.
And they always play those like
these like stingers when he like looks at the camera.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's always the same line too. I don't remember the one that they played for. I can't remember the particular tone for when Jason Momoa did the thing. But there was always that tone that also happened like when somebody would say some like big thing or something, or just like. You know, Ocean Master is like fucking like prepare your army for war, and then it's like dun 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 dun. It would always do like the orchestral dun dun dun, like when something big happened.
Oh, like the submarine attack.
Yeah, and just like it was like a lot of times like when people would say certain things, or like when they were like proposing some direction for the story or something. Yeah. They're just like, you have to go and retrieve the like trident.
I'm trying to remember it, and I'm just remembering a lot of the big pieces of it. There are a few bits that kind of lull, just because I'm having trouble remembering.
Yeah.
We did also see Spider-Man in the interim, which, I mean, not to this movie's discredit, but is a better movie.
Yeah, well, and it was also just, like, seeing that just kind of, like, it was just, like, Spider-Man filled my brain and pushed all other things out.
Yeah. Okay, so the costume design.
Oh, definitely something that needs to be talked about.
On fucking point.
It's fucking great.
They do not deviate too much from the, comic book costumes, the more recent ones at least. And those even have stayed pretty constant over the years, especially Mera and Ocean Master. I love that he never called him Ocean Master. He would call Aquaman would call him like Sea Master, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Seeking.
Seeking.
But all of them are lovingly recreated, and they don't look like deviations, like with, new, additions or anything. Yeah. They look like they're just recreated, but recreated well, that they don't look ridiculous.
Yeah, they don't add, like, a bunch of, like, super over-the-top detail and, like, all this random shit onto them. It's just...
Yeah.
Like, I was
It's scale armor and helmets.
Yeah, well, like, even, like, with, I was pretty excited when I saw Aquaman fucking donning the orange and green, because I guess there was, like, I didn't even know that there was posters that showed him wearing that costume, so I didn't even know he was gonna get that costume, because, like, all the stuff I had seen was just him, with the...
Shirtless.
Yeah, shirtless and jeans. And then it was just like, oh, now, he's, like, at a point he gets his classic suit, and I'm like, that's friggin' great. And, yeah, Ocean Master's got his OG costume. They throw in Black Manta, who was pretty great, and his costume is also on point. Like, yeah.
I was not sure how well they were going to do that. They did it. They did it really well. It did not look overly ridiculous.
Yeah, I thought it worked out pretty well, and they kind of like explain it too. Even like he uses, he sets up his eye beams. Then it's like, oh, like I need to make the helmet bigger because the heat from the eye beams makes the helmet melt.
Yeah, on my face.
Yeah, so it's like it's got to be bigger so that way it doesn't melt itself because like heat dissipation and
Yeah,
they're like, yeah, we're gonna figure that thing. It was also funny that just like talking about Black Manta because like. They don't use Black Manta like a whole ton, but it's not like Spider-Man 3 Venom terrible. Like, they give him enough, and it's good. Actually, it's very satisfying.
You keep saying he is throughout the entire movie. Like, he's there.
He's a big part, but it's like he's not in it a lot, though. He gets his fight, and then you get two other appearances.
Yeah,
and, like, the
but
beginning.
they do spread it out. It's not like he's the villain in the first 5 minutes, gets dealt with, and shows back up at the end.
It's just like, I'm just kind of saying that, like, he's just like, he's there a couple times, and then he gets a fight, and then he's gone.
Yeah.
But he gets a good fight, and just like, yeah, he gets
the opening scene, too.
Yeah, that's true. Although it did set it up, and not even like it's a bad thing. Like they set it up, like I thought it was just gonna be like he's the villain, like that's it. But it was like no, he's not even the main villain.
No,
but that's not a bad thing.
Ocean Master.
Yeah.
Well, no, because they really needed the Ocean Master plot to get you into the Atlantis thing and get him.
Yeah, which makes sense. Which makes sense. And then also it's going to be Black Manta in the sequel.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's probably going to be the main villain. I mean, maybe they'll introduce somebody else as well.
That'd be cool.
But I
don't know enough about Aquaman in the comics or his stable of villains.
Yeah, and then they also threw in... It's funny that they threw in that... I can't remember his name right now, but it's the Asian guy that's the supporting character. He's like this
Dr.
news
Shen.
guy. Yeah, but like his actor, he was in other Marvel movies. It's just funny, like DC's over here like sniping off some characters out of Marvel movies. Characters. Well, yeah, but just like they're like, hey, you do superhero movies, be in our movie,
right?
Like, yeah.
Who played his dad?
He's just like, yeah, I play side characters in superhero movies. But, yeah, it's just, it's pretty good. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was an enjoyable goofball of a movie. It kind of has the same tone as, like, a Guardians of the Galaxy.
Which is good. I thought that it was I thought it was a good direction for DC. And
definitely,
I was just like, if this is what they're
lighthearted shit.
Yeah, I was like, if this is what they're gonna give us, then I'm happy with this.
Did you see Wonder Woman?
I did not see Wonder Woman. Everybody says it's good.
Wonder Woman was a really good movie. I really don't know if I want to put this higher. I would tie it with Wonder Woman at the moment. Definitely a more upbeat movie. I don't know if I'd call it a better movie, but because Wonder Woman was really well done.
But yeah, so I haven't seen Justice League or Batman v Superman, but from what I hear everybody else say, this is a good departure and a better direction. So, I mean, if that's true, I mean, I liked it. I've never really been into Aquaman or really knew too much about Aquaman besides, like, pretty basic stuff. So, this is a good introduction. I was like, damn, Aquaman's fucking cool.
Yep. Also, and definitely, I'm gonna assume fucking Justice League had the same issue with the parademons. The minions for Apocalypse or Steppenwolf or whoever the fuck it was. the main baddie. Well, in Suicide Squad, one of the issues I had was they, all the, like, zombie people that got made by, Temptress or whatever she was called, Sorceress. Yeah. I don't know, it kind of made the movie feel like a video game, just you got video game enemies, and that's how they get away with, having it be Suicide Squad, and they're, like, violent gun.
Yeah.
I like, even though this was a more lighthearted and a superhero movie, they still didn't make, like, they made the fights seem, like, actually intense and real. Like, those felt like actual people fighting.
Yeah, definitely. It was, like, it wasn't, like, it was one of those movies where, like, there's a lot of it that's not so over, it's not like Avengers shit, like, where it's super over the top, crazy, like, giant baddies and, like, crazy interdimensional, insanity and all this, like, crazy shit. It was just, like, dudes fighting.
Yeah. Yeah, that
I mean, they were falling off.
That final battle scene was...
Yeah, they were falling off big things or whatever. And yeah, there's the big war at the end with fucking crab people and just like... That's and that's another one of those things that comes back to like the cinematography and the CG. Like, yeah, that last scene was fucking intense. It was really good.
The giant kraken thing.
Yeah, fucking just like sharks and fucking crazy crabs like colliding and like... and then you get I keep saying Iron Man when I think of Aquaman. I don't know why. Aquaman, you get Aquaman doing like the classic like fucking seahorse fucking riding.
Oh yeah. They did have the giant seahorses. Those were lit.
Yeah, he grabs the giant seahorse and he's like riding it like on the back, just doing like the classic pose and fucking
I kind of want to, although I doubt Jason Momoa would do it, I kind of want to see what he would look like with short hair and a clean cut face. Like, full, like, Super Friends Aquaman. But yeah, so it really was just an enjoyable movie. Again, it's one of those things where it's like, really all you can say is, it's good, go see it.
Yeah, I mean...
These are much better to do... These are much easier to do with bad movies. Because there's a lot more to,
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's goofy, but it's super enjoyable. If you like superheroes or whatever, even if you don't care for Aquaman, I mean, give it a shot, because you might just like Aquaman after this.
I don't know. It's a fun adventure movie. It kind of had a Indiana Jones like globe-trotting feel.
Yeah, that was a good thing about it too. Was there was a lot of movement, a lot of like different locales and stuff. It wasn't just like the whole movie took place underwater. It was like it was definitely very. It was varied. There's like there's the trench thing where they go in the water, but that seems like that's like almost like a dark horror type thing. There's a lot of like bright underwater scenes.
You got the desert scene, which again feels like something out of Indiana Jones.
Yeah, like going down and doing all that, and then there's like there's
actually I'd probably put it closer to National Treasure, but
and then there's like the whole like they go to like the fucking lost continent fucking ocean thing or whatever, and it's just like it's literally just like the lost fucking world, and there's like dinosaurs and shit.
Yeah, again, the core of the fucking planet is a jungle full of dinosaurs.
For whatever reason.
How? I don't know.
Because dinosaurs...
Wait, so if there's dinosaurs inside the planet and thus under the water, does that make them sea life, and does that mean that Aquaman can control dinosaurs?
Nah. I don't think they count.
Okay.
Because they're like in like a cavern almost. That's like,
Yeah.
Where they're like above, because it's like sea life is like stuff
under
like
the water.
It's a cavern under the water.
I don't know. Maybe I can rules lawyer Aquaman into being able to.
I guess it depends on the writer.
Well,
if you're the writer, I guess that's what you get to do.
I'm down. I'm going... Okay, actually, I have evidence, because there was a motherfucker riding a Leopleurodon. I one of those like giant like shark dinosaur things that
Okay, but that's an underwater
dinosaur.
Yeah, that's a sea life dinosaur, like an actual breathes underwater type thing.
All right.
Or whatever. Do they breathe underwater? I don't know. Do they have gills? Or are they like mammal type? Not mammals, but I mean, they wouldn't be fucking mammals because they wouldn't. Whatever, you know, a fucking lizard fucking thing that breathes air.
Yeah, I don't know.
You got a fucking blowhole or something? I don't fucking know.
I don't know. But they had one, and yeah,
Definitely.
that was pretty cool. That means it's someone around. There's a merman there who rides a leopard or a fucking megalodon.
That would be fucking cool, as long as there's any left. I mean, if anybody had them, they would. I would guess.
You can't tell me someone's not hiding a like ancient vial of megalodon DNA in there.
Ah, yes, they just have megalodon jizz in a vial. Or other things that DNA could be. Yeah. I guess it doesn't have to be semen.
Yeah, like blood.
A tooth, even?
Teeth don't carry too much DNA, I think. But we digress. Good movie. Go see it. I really don't have much else to say on it other than all that.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say on it too much either besides go see it.
Alright, well that seems like it's gonna be it for us from tonight.
Yeah, so go see Aquaman. Like, subscribe, you know, all the things you do on YouTube or whatever podcasting platform you
and
are
social media
listening on. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, we got Instagram, all that stuff.
Burning the Backlog.
Burning the Backlog, I believe Twitter is at Backlog Burning. Look us up, you'll find us. Alright.